strong figure. You're leading this project, and now you yourself, a respected elder in the community, leading many projects also in terms of self-determination and indigeneity.
You know, this evening I was overwhelmed with a lot of emotion because of the pride that I have for my father and the spirit that he instilled in me, you know, as a son, to be proud of who I was. And I've always tried to carry that spirit that he carried so well, because I know that he loved his people. He loved a way of life that he knew that would be the resolve to the current conditions that we're facing today. And when I see in the film and how the government did not have any sense of decency, you know, to respond to the document, what my father and the leaders of that time, they gave an opportunity to the government of the day to admit the wrongs that they had done, but more so to correct and make right the wrongs that they have done. It's not a coincidence that we are here this evening, because I believe that the Spirit will not let it go, that my father was driven by the spirit of the ancestors. My father and those leaders of that time were influenced by the spirit of the land and the love that they had for the land. And here we are this evening, you know, acknowledging them, and rightfully so, that we should, and they should be acknowledged. But they have also, at that time, created an opportunity for us that were denied our identity, that the door was open now for us to reclaim, to return back to the lodges of our ceremonies, and to put full effort to learn the languages of our people. And we've not done very well. We've not really taken full advantage of that opportunity that those leaders gave, because we should have the full right of autonomy, the full right to be a self-determining people. We are the true leaders of our homeland, and one day we will be recognized for the leadership that we are going to provide to the world about how we should live and behave as true human beings. And today, maybe this film, you know, can offer another opportunity for the government of today, the colonizers, and those that continue to perpetuate the environment of imposition and domination of our people, that this has to stop. And we know that we cannot engage in confrontation and violence and anger, but we must proceed in spirit and follow the heart in the way that those leaders had done it at that time. That we must step forward and reach out to the spirit of our ancestors to guide us through these really continued difficult times. Look at the reality of our world today, where so many of our children have gone into foster care. Look at the jails filled with our people. Look at all these symptoms, which are symptoms of a victimized people being denied to be who they are. It's all about spirit. Everything begins with spirit. And spirit has everything to do with us individually. You know, how we treat each other, how we treat the land. And this is the message, I believe, that this position that the people took collectively. And I am so proud, you know, to say that my father saw and knew that the women had to be a significant role in leading and acting as the voice of the people. And that is what needs to be done. And it needs to be the grandmothers that must be positioned into their rightful place of influence to guide us out of this misery that we continue to live today. We can't continue to allow our children to be removed from their mothers. And the only way that will change is exactly what those leaders said at that time. Take responsibility for your child. Take responsibility and accept the sacred duties that we were given as a people, how to take care of each other, how to take care of the land. We are the true guardians of our homeland. One day people are going to come to acknowledge and recognize that they're going to have to come to us if they're going to get beyond this insanity of destroying the world and destroying the earth. We are not a violent people. We're a spiritual people. We're a caring, giving people. That is what my grandmother inspired in me. Be kind, she said. Live your life in kindness, because that is what will prevail. And this is what's going to prevail in our homeland. People are going to come to recognize. And you know who's going to recognize it? The young people. The young people are going to see the truth. And they were going to want to support the truth that we hold as a people to bring a better world. This is where prophecy will be fulfilled in our homeland, that the truth will be revealed, and we will be propelled into the forefront of a movement of awakening that needs to take place, that we can't continue with this violence. You can't continue to dominate and impose your values on the people that are full of good values, and they have teachings and knowledge that they're willing to share in the world. And I'm so overwhelmed here this evening, you know, for all the people that, and the effort that they put into bringing forward, you know, the legacy, not only of my father, but the people that were all a part of it. We were put into our communities as young men. There's some that are in the audience, and we laugh about when we were young and foolish, you know, and out of balance. But it was their leadership that kept us somewhat on a straight path. But it was them that inspired us to try to be good leaders too. And some of us continue to work in our communities. And we have put full effort in continuing to follow the legacy of the spirit of that resurgence. You know, that we are going to survive. We have an incredible capacity to survive. Look at what we have survived already. We have survived terrorism. We have survived genocide at its worst. And we are here, still with the heart expressing that humanity needs to learn to love and to show kindness for all of life. That to me was what Wahbung was about. Wahbung was about going back to the beginning, to the rising sun, and to follow the sun as it crosses the sky. You know, to follow the roles and the teachings of our great Creator, and to support the natural laws of Mother Earth that can help bring balance and harmony into our life again. Thank you so much for all.